Hello, manifestors. Are you making this mistake when you are manifesting your desire, especially your main big desire? I came to realize that many of you are. By comparing notes among my clients, Facebook members, and other places, I realized that many people are making this mistake. And if you are, this is probably the reason why you're saying that you're not able to manifest what you want. So be sure to stick all the way to the end of this video. Subscribe if you are new here, like the video if you liked it, comment, share, so more people like you who really need this information can access to it. My name is Sylviane. I am a manifesting coach. If you need one-on-one, more hands-on help to manifest your desires, please click on the link down below, manifestingwithsylviane.com. I do one-on-one and email coaching. Also, if you want to learn more about manifesting, I have a wonderful Facebook group. It's a private group, so you're safe there. You just have to answer the questions in order to be admitted. And again, all the links are down below in the description box. So, what did Neville mean when he said, live in the end, or live in the wish fulfilled? What did he mean? And why did he say to not mess with the middle? Well, the reason why he did, it's because he knew that this is key to manifest your desires. Because no matter how many affirmations you may be saying, no matter whatever technique you are using, if you are making those two mistakes, not truly understanding what living in the end means, living in the wish fulfill means, and what not messing with the middle means, then don't be surprised if you are, one, not being able to manifest your desire, or two, when it's the case of a specific person, you may be getting a lot of hot and cold and whatever else, instead of your finished desire, so to speak. So let's talk about this today, because I came to the realization that many people are doing just that. They're making that huge mistake without even noticing that they are doing it. And that's why they're not getting what they want. So when Neville Goddard said to create a scene that implies that you have your desire, that's exactly what he meant, right? It needs to imply that you have your desire. But he didn't say to put emotions in it. As a matter of fact, if you create a scene, especially when it's about a specific person, if you create a scene that will bring up emotions, and you believe that this is a good scene as a live in the end scene, you would be wrong. It would be much better, and I'm going to explain you why, it would be much better if it's an emotionless scene. Because think about it. Even though you're not with your SP right now and you may be dying to be with that person, if you create a scene that implies that you are with them, it's supposed to be after, well after you have manifested them, right? A scene that implies that this is your everyday life. Not that you jump up and down because you just got your first text or call after 10 years. This is not what living in the end is. And if you are making this mistake, well, this is why it's so hard for you to sustain that living in the end feeling. Because nobody can sustain high emotions like that. And this is why messing with the middle doesn't work. For example, all those little girls that are trying to manifest a text. And yes, I said little girls because I hope that if you are, a mature woman, that you're not 20 or 22 years old, you're not trying to manifest a text. Please tell me that you're not. When you are trying to manifest a text or a call because you feel that you're not strong enough to go to the end, well, that's exactly what you are doing. And by the way, let's tell the truth here, okay? This channel is the channel where we say the truth about manifesting. If you are manifesting a text, it's just that you have zero faith in your end. You have zero faith in the law, because if you did, you would not bother manifesting a text. Okay, so that's said now. If you are manifesting a text from someone you haven't heard about for months and months, it's impossible that you are going to have a scene where you are relaxed and where this is a common type things that happens every day. Because in the back of your mind, you're always going to see that text as a must-have. I must have this text. Therefore, I must visualize this text. If you are doing this, this alone is the proof that you are not in a live in the end type state. You're just not. So you may or may not be able to manifest that text. Okay, all right. But even if you do you think that's what you're looking for? And from the results that I hear about and see on Facebook groups, I know that this is not the solution. This is not what you want. And this doesn't bring the type of results that anybody wants. Because there's too much emotions, neediness attached to that text. On the other hand, if you are creating a scene that implies that you are already in a relationship with your SP, you are going to be much calmer about it. And you are going to be able to create a scene that does not imply any emotions. Because when you've been living with someone after a while, you do not jump up and down every day. Because that emotional rush of blood that we have, those butterflies in the stomach when we are passionately in love, or when we are getting that love that we lost back again, that we can never sustain it very long. As a matter of fact, relationship experts say that this type of feelings usually don't last more than 12 to 18 months. See? After 12 to 18 months, you do not feel that rush of blood anymore, those butterflies, those stomach butterflies. You do not feel that anymore. And that's where you need to go when you create your scene. It needs to be something that means this is my usual, this is my life, this is normal. And you know why you need to do this? Because at least you will be able to sustain it. You will be able to live all throughout the day with a live in the end feeling, because there is no emotion to it. How many people have contacted me saying, I cannot sustain the emotion of my living in the end scene? Well, of course you can't. You are actually doing it wrong, and that's why it's not working for you. Your end scene that implies that you have your desire should not be about being emotional. Same thing with money. If it's money that you want to manifest, your end scene should never be about winning the lottery or having a lump sum of money all at once. None of that. You would need to create a scene that implies that you are with money for a while. That is your natural life, normal life. That you are absolutely not excited about that money for a while now because it's your normal. Let's say you are manifesting a car. I remember the first time I got a brand new car in the United States. Yes, I was very excited. For what? For 2 or 3 days, I was very excited. But then what happened? I was not excited at all about my car. It was a normal thing to have. And then a couple of years later, guess what? I didn't even want the car anymore. I wanted something bigger, better. So you see what I mean? Whatever you manifest, you might be excited the first few days. Okay, that's normal. But you will not sustain that excitement over and over, month and month and month and years and years and years. That's impossible. After a few days or a few weeks maximum, whatever it is, you would be very calm about it. You would not be emotional about it anymore. And especially when it comes to the thing that we are the most attached to, which is a specific person, if you create a scene that is too romantic, too extravagant with your SP, you are doing the wrong type of scene, and that's why you are not able to live in the end. How do I know that many of you, even though you're saying that you have an end scene and you're doing your affirmations, how do you think I know that many of you are not living in the end? I know it by what you're telling me and what you write me. You are absolutely not living in the end. You are still in the lack of that person, pretty much. So you are truly living in the end of lacking that person and missing that person. That's your end. That's your real end. You're not living in the end of being with that person. And this is why you don't have them yet. As long as you are living in the end of lacking that person, and I know that you are just by what you are saying or writing to me. And the reason you're not is that you probably have an end scene that is too involved, that is too emotional. And actually, that type of end scene works against you, not for you. So now let me give you an example. A client not long ago asked me to give him examples of living in the end about a specific person. So I gave him a few examples, and one of them was a scene where his SP doesn't even appear, which is even better. So for sure, if she's not even there, you don't have to see her or him, you know that at least it's not going to be emotional. So the scene that I gave him, and I gave him that scene just as an example. He could use that or anything else that would be fitting whatever he wants to do. So he's opening the doors of his bedroom closet, and in the closet he sees both his clothes and hers. This alone, it's a very silly looking, sounding scene maybe, but it's the perfect type scenes because it doesn't involve any emotion whatsoever, and you don't even need to see the face of your SP. It's the intention that counts in this case. All right? And for all of you guys who can't seem to see faces very well in visualization, that's perfect. You don't even need to see their face in many different type of scenes just like this one. But what does this scene imply? It implies that they live together. Because guess what? You probably don't have in your bedroom closet any clothes that doesn't belong to anyone that doesn't live there. And this alone, when I gave him this example of a scene, right away that gave him plenty of ideas to create scenes. If you are creating any type of scene that involves emotion, you are getting it wrong. Do not create any scene that involves emotions because you won't be able to sustain it to live in the end day in and day out all throughout the day. When you do have such scene, however, you will see how easy it is to keep that feeling. It's gonna be much easier and you are going to get so much better and faster results in manifesting, whether it's your SP or anything that you want to manifest. I hope this was helpful, guys. This is a mistake that is not talked about much or maybe at all, but that many people are making when they are visualizing and then seeing. So anyhow, yes, I hope it was helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if it was, share the video, comment, subscribe if you have not yet, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.